And recording. Okay, so awesome. Thank you so much. Welcome, welcome, welcome from getting here. My name is Nikki Nicole. I am the CEO and founder of the Diva Speak. I am a business and success trainer. I am a marketing strategist. I am an entrepreneur. I've been working out in New York City, self-employed for the last, I want to say 15, 16 years. So the last 15 to 16 years, I've been self-employed, running my own businesses without necessarily having a 9-to-5 job. Go figure, yes. So I had to figure it out on my own. And one of the things that I learned by being in business for myself is that there's a lot of moving parts that every entrepreneur. And, after experiencing getting ripped off and taken advantage of and whatnot, I decided to start the Diva Speaks training coaching program so I can help other entrepreneurs and business owners get started and see profits generally within the first few days of getting started. Because at the end of the day, when it comes to business, if you have no idea on what to do, where to go, where to start, you're going to be struggling. You're going to be seeing money coming in, money coming out, and it's not going to be consistent, and you're going to get burnt out. And this is something I want to help contribute other entrepreneurs to avoid. So a little bit about me. I have a background in business administration. I have a bachelor's degree in marketing. I have a minor in dance. Go figure. I've been self-employed since I've been 18 years old. Go figure. I've worked in corporate America in high school. And after working in corporate America as a legal aid attendee for about 3 years in high school, I decided I didn't want to work for somebody. And mainly because when I was working at every time there was a Christmas break, summer break, winter break, my boss would lay me off magically, but then they would rehire me when the break was over. So by the time I hit my senior year in high school, I'm sitting here like, okay, why am I constantly getting laid off and rehired and laid off and getting rehired? And I learned that my manager at the time, she would come up with a reason to get me fired so she can recruit her siblings and her family members to take the position that I was doing, but they would do a crappy job. And since I was actually doing the job, they would want me back, which is why we had that cycle. So by the time I hit 18, I decided to go into business for myself because I didn't want to have somebody controlling my income. I didn't want to have my money taken away because somebody said something, to somebody or made up something about me and then my income is gone. Because for me, I don't play games like that when it comes to my money. I have no problem taking responsibility for what I did, but don't accuse me of doing something that I didn't do. So I went into business for myself and I started a whole bunch of different businesses. I was a travel agent. I was a real estate agent. I made gift baskets. I was selling cosmetics. I was selling sex toys. I did eBay sales, Amazon sales. I did trade shows and expos. I did, like, I don't even remember other stuff I've done, but I've done a lot of stuff. So in college, I was working my direct sales business. And when I decided to move into a leadership position, I did about $36,000 in sales within my first month. I was number 3 in sales out of my whole entire national area, which we had about 4,000 to 5,000 consultants. So I was number 3 in sales out of all of those consultants at the end of our year. I was always number 1 in recruiting within my team, always a number 1 in selling within my team. And maybe because I was the only one actually working, because your girl was trying to get paid. Anybody got time to be in the streets running these businesses not getting paid? I had, I like to shop. I got expensive taste. So I had no this business work, so I worked my direct sales business and I decided to move into a leadership position. And at a leadership position, I had to recruit a team, I had to train them, I had to coach them and whatnot. So even though my Diva Speak business is about I want to say 2 years old or a year and a half, maybe a year and a half. I think I started last year. I don't even remember. I gotta look at my receipts. I've always been a business coach because of my network marketing company, because I've always been training my sales team to do exactly what I do. We did high sales, we got leads, we got recruits, we did events, we was making stuff happen, so that's something that I naturally like to help people, so so basically this is why I started the business, the Diva Speak, to help other people, to offer my services and my training and my skill sets to the general public. So this is how the business got started. And that's a little bit about me. Prior to the network marketing company, I was selling training manuals on Facebook. So I only had a Facebook page and a Square account. And I did about $25,000, $30,000 in sales just from that. I didn't have no website. I didn't have no sales funnel. I didn't have a large email list. It was just straight my Facebook page and my Square account, because I was getting the money within 24 hours after they purchased the product, you know. And this is something that I took my skill sets when it comes to business and marketing and sales, and I wrote a book and I printed it out at Kinko's. I made the graphic on Microsoft Publisher. It looks nice. Don't throw shade. This is before I even knew about Canva. I used Microsoft Publisher. I made a nice cover and I printed it out at Kinko's and shipped that sucker out via UPS. Boom. I mean, post office. You know. So just to share with you, I'm not here to brag. You know, like, you don't need a whole lot of fancy gadgets and this app and this software and this website and this big following to make money. You know, you just have to know who your audience is and give them what they want. So my audience were other people that was in direct sales, and they were struggling with sales and recruiting. And since that was something I was good at, I just put my knowledge in a book and I gave it out. Boom. So just to let you know, you have $1 million idea in your head. You just got to get it out to the public so they know about your $1 million idea. And that's how you make all this money. So that's a little bit about me and my background. So for today, what we're going to do, just a little bit of housekeeping. We're going to do a sequence of videos for the next 5 days. I'm going to do a series for this whole entire week on how to get customers and how to get paid. And I should have put part 1 when I put it on Instagram Live, but that's all right. Y'all watching the replay, you already know. But period, we're going to be talking about how to get customers and how to get paid. This is something that I see a lot of entrepreneurs struggle with. They struggle with getting customers. They struggle with getting sales. They have the idea, they have the product, they got the website, they got the social media page. You got everything on the appearance side and the actual product. But what you need is the people, and not just any people that's going to pay you, right or wrong. Like, you want people to pay you money for your hard work, for your products, for your services, for your what else? Product, services, or your ideas. You know what I mean? So this is something that I see a lot of people struggle with. So some of the questions that I get, and we're going to address this over the next 5 days, is how do I get people to my website? How do I get people to buy from me? How do I get people to open my email? How do I get people to order from me again? How do I get people to follow me on social media? How do I turn the social media followers into like? How to get people to my Facebook page? Like these questions a lot of you may be having right now or struggling with. So for the next 7 days, we're going to go over different ways on how to get customers, both online and in person, depending on what type of business that you have. And if you're interested in buying the whole entire replay so you can watch it over and over again, there'll be a special offer at the end of the 5 days series. With a special rate, we can get all the replays for this whole entire week. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, we're going to go over that. So just to give you some heads up on what's going on. Now, let's get to business about making this money, right? I'm sweating. It's not even funny right now. The reason I turned off the fan because it makes noise when I record. And then you're going to be like, oh my God, what's that noise? It's annoying. Pineapples, right? So for those of you that just joined, my name is Nikki Nicole, coming to you from New York, and we're going to be talking about how to get customers and how to get paid. So I have my notes because I actually have the right notes because this is a serious topic. So start with getting customers. When it comes to business, let me share with you this, and this is something I hope that you guys take seriously. My hair is like in the way. Take away the word customers from your vocabulary. Take that out of your vocabulary and use the words clients. The reason that I say you should start using the word clients is because the idea of that you have clients kind of puts you in a prestige state of mind or prestige appearance or a high end. You know what I mean? Anyone can get customers. A customer for me is like a one night stand. They like wham, bam, thank you, ma'am, and they never coming back. But a client is somebody who comes back over and over and over again, as well as also brings people to you. You know what I mean? So take the word customers from your vocabulary and start using clients. I need more clients. I'm looking to build more clientele. I need more, clients to get my services in front of. It starts to change the image of your business and it sounds more professional. Because when it comes to business, People do business with professionals and experts, period. I don't care what you offer. I don't care how you offer it. At the end of the day, people do business with professionals and experts. So you need to position yourself as one or both. They're almost the same, but depending on who you are and how you think. So let's go back to, how do you get paid? So there's 3 ways you can get paid. I hope you got a pen and paper, because we're going deep into notes, and I'm going to be dropping some nuggets. This isn't no hypothetical. This is straight, wham, boom, 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 boom. So this is how you get paid. You get paid by, 1, increasing the number of people to your offer. Yes, the more people that are in front of your offer, the more people that's going to buy your products. So by increasing the number of people that sees your offer, this is going to increase your income. Number 2, the second way on how you get paid is by increasing the amount of money people spend in your shopping cart. Yes. So you want people to not only purchase one product, but you want them to spend multiple products in one checkout. And we're going to talk about how you can do that over the course of this 5-day series. And number 3, how do you get paid is by increasing the amount of repeat customers. If someone's happy with you, they will come back. And this is like a psychology tip real quick, especially when it comes to women. Women are loyal. And if you don't believe me, ask your mama, ask your auntie, ask your grand cousin, whatever. But really think about it. Look into yourself if you're a female. And if you're not a female, then ask somebody that is. Ask them who's their barber. No, sorry, my bad. Ask them who's their beautician. What beauty salon do they go to frequently? Ask them, where do they go to get their nails done? How often do they go there? And do they go to the same person, or do they just go to the same location? What are other ideas of how women are loyal? So you have hair, you have nails, grocery store, sort of, kind of. I mean, like a little bit. Here you go, cleaners. Do you go to the same cleaners every time you need your clothes cleaned or washed or sewn together? Or do you go to whatever's nearby? Do you purposely go out of your way to a particular cleaners to get your stuff clean? The answer may be yes. I go to this particular cleaners. I may go to this particular beauty salon. I may go to this particular store for this product or this gadget. I may only stick with this particular brand. You know what I mean? These are proof, social proof, that women are loyal. Because if you treat them right and you help them, they're coming back. This is for men too, but I'm just saying, I know for sure, like, women, like, they loyal. Like, some people go to jail, they so loyal. You know what I'm saying? So knowing that from a psychology point of view, that how most people, including females, are loyal if you treat them right, or you do them well, or you help solve a problem. You need to take that in consideration when you're running your business and you're promoting. Because if you treat people right, they're going to come back and they're going to send people to you. And this is how you get your money. So just a quick recap. We talked about how to get paid by increasing the number of people that sees your offer, increasing the amount that people spend in their shopping cart, and increasing the amount of repeat buyers. Now let's go into the how. How do I get sales? How do I get clients? How do I get people to pay me? I got the products. I just need the people and the money, right? So let's go back real quick. You need to have a clear idea on how much money you want to make. Meaning, I'm about to die. It's freaking hot. This is crazy. I'm like, oh, I meant to do this broadcast earlier. That's what happened. That's all right. Y'all just seeing all the glistening sweat. Look at that. Just falling down my face. Jesus. I'm about to put this fan on. Y'all about to hear like buzz. Y'all about to hear it. I'm about to be like 2 seconds serious. Okay, so to get your sale, let's start with the foundation. How much does it cost to run your business? You need to know exactly how much money you spend to run your business. This includes your website. If you paid for your website a year in advance, then just divide that by 12 so you know exactly how much money per month you need for your website. Your email software, if you got an email provider, you have to pay for that. If you have a business email, you have to pay for that. Do you have Canva? Are you using Teachable? Are you buying products? How much does it cost for inventory? How much does it cost for tax and shipping on that inventory? Do you purchase envelopes and stamps? How much do you spend on packaging per month or per quarter? You have to be very clear on how much you spend for your business before you can start getting clients and get paid. Because you can get clients and get paid, but if you really want to make a profit, to know the bare bones minimum of how much you spend to operate your business. The second thing you need to know is how much you want to make. How much money you want to make a month? Do you know how much money you want to make a month? Do you have an idea of how much money you want to make a month? If you're unsure of this, then grab a sheet of paper and I want you to list out all the things you spend money on in your life. Your rent, your utilities, your gas, your car, your Starbucks, your shopping free, your lunch dates, your shoe habit, what do you like to buy? What do you buy on a regular and what would you like to buy? You know your habits, and if you don't, then grab your bank statement for the last 3 months and get the highlighting. Start making note of everything you spend on a reoccurring basis. Because if you don't know how much you spend on your personal life, you don't know how much you spend for your business, any money you make with your business is going to be gone. And you're going to be like, I'm working 80 hours a week and I got nothing to show for it, right? You have to know these things. You have to write these things down. We have Google. Get an Excel spreadsheet. Get a Google spreadsheet. Make it a spreadsheet of what you spend for your business, what you spend for your personal life. Once you know these two amounts, then it's just a matter of adding the total, and then on top of that, figure out how much you want to walk away with. What is your take-home pay? Maybe you want to make 6 figures. You're like, I want to walk away with $10,000 profit. Maybe it's $5,000 profit. Maybe it's just $1,000. The point is, if you don't have a clear goal of how much money you want to make and how much you already spend, any money you get is going to be gone before you even see it. And then you're going to be like, oh my God, I'm barely making any money. Because any money you get is going straight out the door. You got nothing to show. So write these 3 things down. Number 1, how much do you spend for your business? How much does it cost to operate your business on a monthly basis? Number 2, how much do you spend for your personal life? How much money does it cost for you to live your life? What is the necessity? Groceries, travel, school activity, all that fun stuff. Write that down. And then 3, write down how much money you want to make at the end of the month. So the bare bones minimum, I need to make X, Y, and Z. So let's say it's $1,000 per. You want to make $1,000 profit, $1,000 for your life, your expenses, your personal expenses, and $1,000 for your business expenses. So for your life and your business expenses, that's $2,000 right there. Now you want to make an extra $1,000 profit after your expenses are said and done. So that's $3,000 in, not even in sales. That's $3,000 profit you need to make. Now that you know how much you need to make, then you're going to take how much profit you're going to take your products and you're going to divide how many do you need to sell so you can make that amount. And that's kind of like, I can go on more details later, but I just want to give you an idea. Like, you have to know these things in order to make profit. You have to know how much you spend in order to make money. Because you can make money all day long, but you have no idea if you're in the black or you're in the red, then it's kind of pointless. So let's go back. So let's talk about the how. How do I get paid and make money? So we talked about knowing your numbers. You got to know how much you need to make. You got to know how much you spend. And then you can do the math on how much you need to sell to make that profit. Number 2, here we go. We're going to talk about positioning yourself as an expert. So people do business with professionals and experts, period. That's it. People do business with professionals experts. So at the end of the day, if you're not positioning yourself or operating your business or promoting yourself as an expert or as a professional in your field, then people are going to think you're just a side hobby, wham, bam, thank you, man, one-hit wonder. I'm going to say that again. If you don't position yourself, if you don't operate as, if you don't promote and market yourself as an expert in your field or a professional, then people are going to just think that you're a wham, bam, thank you, ma'am, one-hit wonder type of deal. And they don't take people like that seriously, because if you're here today, gone tomorrow, there's no reason for them to come back. And there's no reason for them to waste their money spending on you for you to just disappear into the sunset. A lot of people have a fear of loss. They're fearful of losing their money, losing their time, and losing love. So when it comes to business, you're in the I'm going to lose my time and money realm. And they only can really give you a chance if you position yourself like, I'm long-term, I'm here, I'm not going anywhere, I'm a professional and I'm an expert and I know the heck what I'm talking about and I can deliver. And then they're like, cool beans, I'll do business with you. So we talked about people do business with experts and professionals. So if your mindset is, I'm not a professional, I'm not an expert, oh my God, blah, 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 I want you to know that what you take in comes out. So if you're taking in these thoughts and feelings of, I'm not an expert, I'm not a professional, I'm unconfident, I don't know my value, I don't know my worth, I'm unsure, project that in your sales presentations. Every time you talk to somebody, every time you close, every time you try to close a sale, close a deal, network, you project that through your nonverbal and verbal communications. So you have to be very clear on what you're putting out. So if your mindset is, I'm not an expert, I'm not a professional, I'm unsure, blah, 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 I want you to ask yourself these 3 questions. What do you consider an expert? And really write this down. Don't just be like, oh, this sounds like a cool idea. No, like really get a piece of paper and pen and write down, what do you consider to be an expert? Because it's really based on your mindset. If your views of how an expert is going to be different than mine and different than the next person. And once you are very clear on what you consider an expert, you're going to start attracting people who believe the same things as you. So 2, I want you to ask yourself, what do you need to do to become an expert, to become a professional in your field? Write these things down. What do you need to do? You got to take a class. Do you need a certification? Do you want to have an award ceremony? Do you need somebody to just say, hey, you're worthy? I don't know. Like, everybody's different. You might, people have insecurities. So your insecurity of, I'm not an expert, I'm not a professional, is kind of what holds you back from making money, because you're projecting that and you don't realize it. And now you're getting in a state of, I need to identify I have a problem. It's like, Alcohol Anonymous. Like, the first step is admitting that you have a problem. So in order for you to have business or to get sales, get customers, you have to be confident in what you can do. You got to be confident in your skill set. And if your mindset is, I'm not an expert, I'm not a professional, I don't know, that's why your sales is a hot mess. Because you're projecting that. I remember, like, case in point, I was on the phone with a doctor, right? And I was setting up an appointment with my kids to speak on the phone, to meet in person, whatever. So we was talking, we had a date in mind, and she was about to hang up. Now, mind you, I'm a coach, so I kind of picked up on this, but most average people wouldn't. So we on the phone, get an appointment, blah, 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 right? And then what ended up happening was she was about to hang up. And I was like, wait. Well, how much does it cost for for a session. And then she, she told me and then her tone changed. I peeped that. Her tone changed when she started telling me the price. And she got very soft spoken and she started dragging the words out. And she was like, oh, it's $60. Since you came in under this program, it's $60 per hour. And it'll be, how much would that cost? Plus my time for coming up with the report. And it comes down to, what she said, 120. And she was like, so it's like 120 per child. And I started kind of laughing in my head because, again, like I'm a trainer, so I kind of like pick up on these nonverbal cues. But she could have lost the sale had I not been confident and I wanted to use you because I got a referral from you. So these nonverbal cues that you do when you're closing people is what triggers the objections. So I just wanted to share that because I thought, her whole tone changed when it came to closing me and getting the money. And I'm just like in my head, like, do you not want to get paid? You can't be shaky asking people for money, because when you give people a reason to bow out, they taking it quick. They like, oh, she gave me an exit, I'm out. You know what I mean? So be mindful, and we're going more into details as to what verbal cues and what nonverbal cues you do. But at the end of the day, these cues that you do is the contributing factor to why you're not getting sales or clients, or you're not getting paid as much, either one. So the 3 questions I want you to ask yourself, if you feel you're not an expert or you're not a professional, this is 1, what do you consider an expert? Number 2, what do you need to do to get there? And number 3, how long will it take to get there? What are the steps to getting yourself into a professional position or an expert position? Do the research. You'll be amazed. Sometimes it's just a pep talk. Sometimes it's just an online class, or whatever. Oh, I'm about to put this fan on. Y'all about to hear this noise. In fact, we're not going to do a live stream at 2 o'clock. We're going to do it like 11 o'clock like we scheduled. But my laptop had to do some crazy update, so that's what happened. I'm like, oh, shiny in the photos and videos. That's okay. We're almost done. Actually, no, we're not. Go figure. So now we're going to go over to number 3, your mindset. Your mindset is very important when it comes to getting customers and getting sales. We talked about it briefly in the last subject. What you think about, you bring about. So if your mindset is set on, I'm not an expert, I'm not a professional, you're going to project that in your verbal cues and nonverbal cues. Your tone is going to change. Your speed of speech is going to change. You might hesitate more. You might get nervous and your voice starts to shake, or if you're in person, you might start looking around or looking down or trying to avoid eye contact altogether. And these cues that you give out that you may not realize that other people see, and they're going to be like, oh, she's not confident. He's not sure of himself. He doesn't seem like, he really want to go through with this. Let me make it easier for you and just say no. And that's what people do. They'll be like, you know what? Not at this time, or maybe later, or I gotta think about it. Let me talk to my spouse. All that crap. Or when I get my next paycheck, I'm more fidgety because I'm hot. I'm like, oh my God. Oh, if I could be naked, I would, but that's not nice. That wouldn't be right. So, point blank is your nonverbal cues and your verbal cues triggers a objection when you're closing sales. And that's why your mindset has to be on point when it comes to your business. You have to, you're in business. And this is something that I ask a lot of people. If you're not confident in your stuff, in your skills and your results and what you can offer, why are you in business? And this is a valid question that I ask people. If you don't feel that you're a professional or an expert, nor have the desire to do the work to get there, why are you in business? And this is something that I see a lot. People are not confident in what they have to offer, but they're in business selling a product and services and then wonder why you're struggling. That's why you struggling, because nobody, you're not confident in yourself. You're not sure that you can deliver. You don't position yourself like, I know this stuff. This is like, I could do this in my sleep. You know, like I can do this forward and backwards. You're not confident. And people pick up on that. And they're like, deuces, I'm out, you know. So you have to be very cautious and very confident in what you can do. Because if you're not confident, who's going to be confident? Not the customer. But in order to get sales, in order to get clients, you got to be confident in what you can deliver. You got to be sure, without a shadow of a doubt, like, I'm the bad mamma jamma in this topic, in this niche, in this industry. Nobody can touch me on this. You know what I mean? So you just have, just like you, like if I say your name is not Billy, let's say your name is Billy, and I'm like, your name is not Billy. You wasn't born in November. You know that you was born in November. You know that your name is Billy. You know, no one can argue you the day that you was born, and no one can argue your name. You can, like, you know, you can hold yourself down when it comes to somebody challenging you on your age or your name. Think about this. If somebody said you don't got a college degree, you didn't go to college, but you know you did, you can stand in that argument and be sure of yourself. Like, listen, I went to school. I got a degree. I sacrificed hanging out with my family or my friends because I wanted to finish school. I took 21 credits. I purchased that $500 textbook, but nobody purchased that nobody used. No one can tell you nothing whether your credentials are legit or not, whether you got a college degree or not. So just like you can argue somebody down and give them facts to prove that, yo, let me tell you, I got my degree. This is what I did to get it. I can show you the credit card bills. I can show you the statements. I can show you the student loan. You have to be just as you have to have that same conviction when it comes to your business. You got to know that you got to be confident that you can deliver your products, that regardless what anybody says, you know your skills is nice, you know you can deliver results, you know you the bomb.com. And that conviction is how you get those sales. That conviction and what you can do is how you get customers and repeat customers, because nobody can challenge you on the skill sets you can bring to the table. So, but if you're nervous and scared, like, oh my God, well, I don't want you to pay $100, so I'll give you a discount. Oh, well, that's a lot of money. It's okay. When you're nervous and you're like shaky and not confident, people see that. And this is why this may be a reason why your business may be struggling, or you can't get customers or repeat customers and get paid what you want to get paid, because you don't have that conviction, that confidence in yourself. Like, I'm not saying being cocky, but I'm saying you got to be confident that you know your stuff, and you got to project that out to people. You know, and how you walk and how you talk and how you stand and how you deliver your Instagram live and Facebook lives, when you're meeting people, when you're doing handshakes, the way you dress. You got to be confident from head to toe, inside and out. Because when you're confident like that, people can pick up on that. And they're like, I like her. I like him. There's something about that person. I want to do business with you, you know, and they'll connect. And this is how you get your sales. This is how you get your clients. This is how you get your customers. You got to have that you know what you're talking about, and you are the bomb.com. Because if you're not convinced, if you can't convince yourself, why should anybody do business with you? Because if you're not convinced yourself, you're projecting to the world these energies. I don't know, run away. And people can pick up on that, and they'll be like, you know what? I'll think about it. And you hear all these excuses in the world. And then you sitting here at home, why you can't get no sales? Why nobody want to open your email? Why nobody want to answer your phone calls? You know, why people doing no shows? You know what I mean? So your mindset is very important when it comes to running your business, because what comes in comes out. What you think about, what comes in comes out. You attract who you are, and what you whatever. I'm gonna say it because I can't even say the word. So have that conviction that you know your stuff. Don't let nobody shake you. Don't let nobody challenge you. That conviction that you are an expert. So let me just reflect real quick on exactly my definition of an expert. My definition of I don't know why I did this. My definition of an expert and a professional is someone that is just one chapter ahead of their audience. You're just one step ahead of your audience. You know what I mean? There is no politically correct terminology or criteria or degree or experience or, you know, certificates that you need to have to position yourself as an expert or a professional. You just have to be 1 or 2 steps ahead of your audience. Point blank, period. Here's a case, an example. If I want to learn Spanish, I have no idea how to speak Spanish. But if I want to speak Spanish, I need to go to somebody who speaks Spanish. And for me, that person I'm going to go to is going to be an expert in my eyes because they know way more stuff about Spanish than I do. So it's the same thing when it comes to you and your business. There's something that you know better than everybody else. There's something that you can do better than anybody else. There's something that you can offer to the audience that they may struggle with. There's something you can do that's second nature, like crocheting, fishing, just website design, babysitting, being a home attendant. There's something you can do better than everybody else. And whatever that one thing is that you can do better is what makes you an expert or a professional in that industry. So don't let nobody knock you by saying you're not an expert or you're not a professional, because you are. So take that mindset out of I'm not a professional, because you are a professional. You are an expert. And my tablet is about to die. My tablet. Jesus, my laptop. My laptop! Let me plug it in. Hold on. Oh my God. I got it. Yay. So that whatever that one thing is, the superpower, your magic talent, whatever, you can do that better than other people. You can teach people how to, whatever it is that you can do, by teaching other people who can't do it just like you. You are an expert to that group. So understand, when it comes to being an expert or professional, you're just 1 or 2 chapters ahead of certain people. And once you become an influencer around these groups of people, now you position yourself as an expert, because you're teaching them something that they can't do or don't know how to do or have no idea how to go about it. So we talked about mindset. Oh yeah, so here, I want to recommend this book, and I'm not going to get up and get it because I'm hot. I'm not moving. Pineapples. It ain't happening. So there's a book called Secrets of the Millionaire Mind by T. Harv Eker. So there's letter T and it's period Harv, Harv, Eker, Eker. So the book Secrets of the Millionaire Mind. This is the book I recommend everybody should read, and let me tell you why you should read it. It's going to drastically and instantly, I'm just all extra sweaty, Jesus. The book Secrets of the Millionaire Mind will instantly change your mindset when it comes to money and your money blueprint. Let me repeat that. The book Secrets of the Millionaire Mind is a book I recommend everybody should read if you're serious about making money, because it will instantly and quickly change your mindset when it comes to money and change your money blueprint to think about making 6, 7, 8, 9 figures. It goes over all the myths when it comes to money and helps you identify, why do you think and feel like this? Like, for example, maybe you lived in a household where people would say, only rich people have money, or that things like that aren't meant for us, or money doesn't grow on trees, or money is the root of all evil, or, what people used to say. I don't even know. I never heard these things. I had to do research. What else? Rich people are evil. If you have a lot of money, that makes you greedy. Maybe somebody in your household said things like that. Or you saw situations where you didn't have the finances to pay things as a child. Like, you grew up in a household where y'all was struggling financially. Maybe you had a broken up, beaten up car. Or maybe you guys was living, constantly moving because you constantly got evicted. Or maybe you live in a family where, You couldn't go on vacations because you couldn't afford things like that. And, you know, and your experience as a child helps mold how you think and feel when it comes to money now. And what the book does is it helps you identify all those false beliefs and those false statements that you have about money, and help changes it so you can start thinking about wealth and abundance and making $1 million and, you know, generate $100,000 a week, a month, and a year, whatever it is, because there's something inside of you that's causing you to only make the certain amount of money that you're making now. So if your mindset is, I'm not an expert, I can't make more than X, Y, and Z, or I only can make $20,000, $30,000 a year, but you desire more, this book will help you figure out exactly what's blocking your wealth, what's stopping you from becoming a multi-millionaire, and fixing it. So, Secrets of the Millionaire Mind, take action now, open the Amazon Kindle app, and just download it. Read the book 10 pages a day, either right when you wake up in the morning or right before you go to bed. Period. 10 pages. Them 10 pages is magic. You be like, I'm telling you, you'll be like, oh, snap. Like, people used to say stuff like that to me, you know. And then you can start changing how you think and feel when it comes to money, so you can go start making your millions. Yeah. For those of you that drive, and I know a lot of people that's watching this, you might live in a town where you're in a car 90% of the time commuting. Audio books are your friend. I suggest you enroll in Commuter University. And what Commuter University is you getting education while you're driving. Get the audiobook, any audiobook, and play the audiobook while you drive. You're in the car for like what, an hour and a half, 30 minutes. Instead of listening to the radio, listening to the news and that hot garbage, put in the audiobook that's going to teach you something about marketing, sales, advertising, and you know, negotiation, finances, wealth. Plug it in. Done. Let it play. You don't even have to use your phone. You can purchase like an iPod, a used iPod, or an old version iPod. Don't get a new one if money is tight. And just upload all those audio books on the iPod, and just keep it in the car. Don't even gotta leave. Plug it in. Boom. And listen. Learn some stuff while you driving. Get that knowledge, because what I can tell you is your income is connected to your skill sets. Income is also connected to how many people you can help solve a problem for. So the better your skills are, the better you can help people solve problems, the more money you can make. So if you're the type of person who can't read books because for whatever reason, or you're not a book reader, that's not your zhush, get those audio books and listen to it while you commuting in the car to and from work, while you picking up the kids. Done. Learn some skill sets. Commuter University is thebomb.com. Listen to some audio training books while you drive. You will learn so much stuff in that amount of time in that commute. You'll be like, I wish I had this earlier. You know, you miss out on some stuff. But for other people that like books like me, read 10 pages before go to bed, or 10 pages in the morning, or during lunch. 10 pages a day. I'm not saying read a whole chapter, because some of these chapters is like pages and you be like, get your life. Nobody got time for that. But 10 pages a day, you'll be amazed at how much you can learn if you do that consistently. So I think I like 10 more minutes, 15 more minutes. So we talked about mindset. We talked about how to position yourself as an expert so you can make this money. We talked about the 3 ways we can get paid: increase the number of people to your offer, increase the amount of money people spend in the shopping cart, the checkout box, and increase the number of repeat customers. So now we talked about Secrets of the Millionaire Mind in Commuter University. And we talked about that. So step number 3 to how to get clients and how to get paid. Give away free content. Let me repeat that. Give away free content. Let me stick with my notes because I only got a certain amount of time. Help people solve a problem for free. I know your mind is like, what? Like, but I want to get paid. The goal is, yes, you want to get paid. But I'm going to be 100% with you, and you can tell me from personal experience. Right or wrong, before you spend money, do you or don't you like to check people out and see if they're legit before you give them your credit card? You kind of do that. You either go to people's website, you might join a mailing list, you might download their freebies, you might check out the reviews, you might ask for referrals. What do you think? What do you think? Well, what do you think? You might go on their social media page. You might follow them on social media. You do all this research before you pull out your credit card to spend the money. So if you do that now, what do you think you're doing? They're doing the same thing to you. They're doing the same thing. So to speed up that process, if you give away free content and teach people on how to solve a problem for free, what this does is it answers the questions are, should I keep doing business? Should I do business with you or not? Because during that free content or that free value or free help, you're showing your skill sets. You're showing your expertise. You're building credibility. You're building trust. You're letting people know you actually know what the hell you're talking about. And you're getting people involved in what you have to offer. You're getting people exposed to your business, and you're getting them involved in your business by having them watch or read the free content. Because this is how you get your sales and your clients. You got to people to your business. You got to get them involved. So by offering free content, solving problems for free, you're getting them involved into your business. And the next step is going to be upgrading to being a paid customer. So I'm going to briefly go over different ways to get people involved in your business and how to give out free content. And then we might have to finish tomorrow. Okay. Where we at? Okay. So different ways you can give away free content and solve problems for free. So if you own a store, a physical store, a brick and mortar, what you can do is you can host events at your store. Oh my God, what? Free events? Like if you have a grocery store, anything with food, whether it's pet food, plant food, people food, if you host a free workshop like once a month or every other week and invite people out, people are going to come back and do business with you. So let's say you own a grocery store. You can do a workshop on maybe you can have a chef come and you could do have different hot plates set up, and you could do like a cooking show, not a cooking show. You could do like a cooking competition, or you could do cooking lessons, how to make, dinner for 5 people in 30 minutes or less, something, I don't know. You could pick a title. But if you own a store, a physical store, host events and teach people something. So you own a grocery store, teach people how to cook or how to make desserts or how to budget and how to use coupons. That's a cool thing to learn, how to save money when you're going shopping. If you own like a sneaker store, a clothing store, you can do like special events at your physical location on how to style, how to match, how to, what's the fall and summer trends. Jesus. Real life people, unedited. If you own a physical store, let's say you own a shoe store or a clothing store, you can invite people to come and get styling tips or learn how to, match the outfits or how to pick clothes that better fit their body type. You know what I mean? Teach people something for free, because that's going to build trust into you. And they're like, oh, snap, I like what she has to say. I like what he has to say. I'm going to come back to them. Once you showcase your expertise and your skill sets and your knowledge, people are going to come to you for information. You want to present yourself as a resource. Like, hey, listen, they know some great information about styling for plus size people. Let me go to them because I have questions, and they're going to buy from you. What? You giving them a reason to come back. That free stuff, it works. It's magic. So free content for physical stores, host events, giveaway or a contest, something to get them into the store. For online businesses, your free content could be the following. You can do a free video. You can do a free ebook. You can offer a trial membership. You can offer a free audio. You can offer a PDF. PDF can be a checklist. It could just be a resource list. It could just be a report, something. But give something away that's going to help solve a problem. I promise you, if you properly follow up, they will buy from you. If you're just that wham, bam, thank you, ma'am, take my free stuff and I'm not going to, call you ever again. I just want your money today and not tomorrow and the day after that. This is why you struggle. If you have an online/offline business, your free giveaway, your free content can be like, maybe you can offer samples, or you can have a product sample and ship it to them. You can do a planner, create a planner, like a book of some sort, and you could offer it for free and ship it to them. They cover shipping and handling. I'm not going to have you lose all your money, but it's a way to get people involved in your business. Another idea, sometimes there's trade shows or expos or vendor events or conferences where they require gift bags or giveaways. So you can contribute some free merchandise or some free products to these type of events, and then put like a hashtag on it and say, hey, post a picture using this hashtag to win a $50 shopping spree, something like that. And what it will do is force people to join your mailing list if you're physically not at their location. So basically you ship the products there, whoever's in charge put it in and give it out to all the attendees, but you strategically put like a hashtag on it and a picture that say, hey, post a picture using this hashtag to enter and win a $50, $100 shopping spree, and this is how you can gather leads. So next, and the final step, because I'm going to wrap up, I don't know if I'm going to make it, is after you give away the free content, you have to collect, number 4, here we go, number 4, you have to collect people's contact information prior to giving away the free product. I repeat, you have to collect people's contact information prior to delivering your free content. Now, why do you need to collect people's contact information? I'm glad you asked. I could probably do this from the dome. Few reasons. I'm going to make this short. Everybody doesn't buy the same offer. When most people see a product for sale, they don't purchase it at that moment. It could be because they're doing something else they need to finish, or they're not at a place where they can pull out their credit card comfortably, or they're not near their wallet, or they're not ready to buy at this moment. They might need to wait for their next paycheck. There's 501 reasons why people don't buy the same day they see your sale. But the point is, they don't buy the products the same day they see your sales. So if you don't collect their email address, life is going to get in the way, and they're going to forget all about you. And you're going to be like, oh my God, but I sent down an email and I posted on social media, but nobody buying my products. Because you have to follow up. You have to follow up and follow through for results. That's how you get paid. You have to follow up. You have to remind people, hey, remember you said you was interested in my product? Well, I just want to make sure you got the link, blah, 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 blah. Click here so you can get your 50%, whatever the product is that you're selling. You have to follow up with people, because they're going to straight forget you exist. They're going to forget. How many people forget? We forget. Raise your hand. Say aye. Say aye if you forgot stuff. You're like, oh, snap. I meant to pay my bill yesterday when it was due. Now I'm late. We forget. How many people forget? Holy snap. I was supposed to go to the grocery store today after work. I forgot. We forget. Things happen. We personally forget things on our own time. So when it comes to your business, you have to understand, if you don't collect people's contact information before delivering the free product, there's no way you're going to make money from that sale. because you have no way to follow up with them. You got to be like, hey, I know 2 days ago you said you was interested in my product. I'm just going to let you know, just in case you're interested, we're closing today at midnight, blah, 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 blah. Click the link to get your offer. You got to remind people, because if you don't, they're going to forget about you. And when they remember about it, they're going to go to somebody else. And then you're going to be like, oh my God, but they purchased from somebody else. Why they didn't come to me? I know my team member was good for this in direct sales. She would be upset that her boss will buy products from another person. And I'm like, but you didn't tell her you was in business. You didn't get her contact information. You didn't follow up with her. So she forgot until she realized I need it today. And who did she go to? Somebody she knows is a rep, and purchase from them. Out of sight, out of mind. So when it comes to your business, collecting email address or contact information, it has to be part of it, because people are going to forget. They don't do it intentionally. They got 501 things on their list. And if you're not poking your head out, hey, don't forget about me. Oh my God. Hey, every so often, via email, phone call, text message, postcard, snail mail, doesn't matter. If you're not in their face, they on to the next one, on to the next one. And you sitting here struggling while you're not getting sales and clients. You got to collect their contact information so you can follow up with them. That is key. I don't care what product, source, service, provider, just stay contact information. I know for me, when my direct sales business, when I'm out in the street, I give out samples, but I don't give a sample to people that don't give me their name and phone number. If they do that, oh, I'll give you my email, I'll be like, that's all right, you can keep your email. And I would take my sample right out of their hand and go on to somebody else, because I don't got time to be chasing people right now, you know, with that particular business. This was more like a person-to-person type of sales. If it was like a digital online business, then that's something else. But in my network marketing, I needed to be in people's faces. That's how I made my money. So if I couldn't call you on the phone to kind of pre-screen you, I didn't want to waste my time. So we're going to wrap up today. Yes, we got 2 more minutes. And we're going to come back to part 2 for tomorrow. Yes, go figure. So just a quick recap. We're doing a 5-day series on how to get clients and how to get paid. We're going to talk about email marketing, trade shows, doing online email automations. We're going to talk about running Facebook ads, Instagram ads, as well as doing shout outs and other things. So thank you guys for getting on. If you're watching on Instagram Live or you're watching the YouTube video, I would like you to click the link below or go to my bio and click the link and join our mailing list so you can get notifications for the next workshop. We're going to do this every day for the next 5 weeks. This whole week will be about how to get paid and how to get clients. And if you missed out on any of the videos, the replays will be up for 24 hours. After that, they'll be gone. The only way to get access to the whole entire series is to purchase it at the end. And I'll send out an email to those that's on the email list on our newsletter. So thank you so much for getting on. We're going to check you out. See you tomorrow. Look out for the notification via email and Instagram when we're going live. Thank you guys. Have an awesome, amazing day, and take care, and God bless.